Evet arkadaşlar, Batı Yorum'a hoş geldiniz. Biliyorsunuz Batı Yorum olarak sizlere çok farklı içerikler sunmaya çalışıyoruz. Niklas'la geçtiğimiz hafta Kopenhag'ın durumunu içeren bir video yapmıştık ve çok sevilmişti. Çok fazla beğenmiştiniz siz de. Hem abone olarak hem de videoyu beğenerek katkılarınızı göstermiştiniz. Niklas Batı Yorum videosu ve Twitter'da yaptığı o güzel flodun ardından çalıştığı kurum tarafından bu hafta Trabzon'da oynanacak maç için Trabzon'a gelecek ve maçı yerinden takip edecek. Hem izlenimlerini hem de maçla ilgili görüşlerini daha sonrasında kanalında paylaşacak. Yine aynı şekilde yapacağız yayını. Niklas'a ben Kopenhag'ın son durumuyla ilgili ve Trabzonspor Kopenhag maçının ikinci maçla ilgili bazı sorular soracağım. Kendisi de tekrar teşekkür ediyorum. O da bize yardımcı olacak ve Trabzonspor Kopenhag maçını birazcık daha detaylı inceleme fırsatımız olacak. Sizden şöyle bir ricamız var yine Batıyorum olarak. Lütfen kanalımıza abone olarak bir de bize destek olun ve videoyu beğenmeyi unutmayın. Daha büyük kitlelere ulaşmamız sizin bu videoyu beğenmenize bağlı. Şampiyonlar Ligi müziğiyle size abone ol ve beğen videomuzu tekrar gösteriyorum. Sizin destekleriniz olmadan bu yaptığımız içeriklerde de çok açıkçası motive oluyoruz. Yani sizin verdiğiniz destekler bize daha farklı içerikler çekme anlamında çok yardım sağlıyor. Şimdiden yardımlarınız için, destekleriniz için teşekkür ediyoruz ve yayına başlıyoruz. Niklas, hi, welcome to our channel back. We are
Thank
so
you
glad
very
to
much.
have you.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining, and I just created some questions for you and to learn the Copenhagen's current situation, and your thoughts on the away game, Copenhagen's away game, and which will decide the draw's winner. And let's start with the first question. We saw a very good atmosphere in Copenhagen last week, and the game was very tough and good. But I think we watched two different 45 minutes. In the first 45 minutes, Copenhagen was very good, and I think they did what they want. They gave the ball to the Trabzonspor, and they played their own game. But at second half, besides of the second goal, second half Trabzonspor dominated the game, I think, and they scored a goal with Bakasetas, and I think Trabzonspor get a fair result. What do you think about first game?
First of all, I think I agree with your analysis. FC Copenhagen were the better team in the first half and sort of laid their foundation for the victory in the first half, and sort of put their foot a little bit off the gas and let Trabzonspor a little bit more in to the game, and that's why Trabzonspor managed to get a goal, and for Trabzonspor a very important goal. I think it's a very open tie now that Trabzon got the goal. But FC Copenhagen, I would not say they surprised me and other Danish football fans a bit, but at least they played up to their absolute best, which everyone knew that they had to do to get something out of the first game. And it was sort of not the perfect situation from FC Copenhagen, but not much below that. So I think they did very well, and I don't think a lot of Danes would expect them to have kept that level up in all of the 90 minutes. So it was sort of expected that they let a little bit of the initiative to Trabzonspor at the end. So all in all, as you said, sort of a match with two halves, and a match that both teams can be not disappointed with.
Okay, I think we are on the same side, and I want to ask, as you know, on Friday, Copenhagen beaten Lyngby 3-0. It's so a clear score sheet, but when I checked the highlights, I saw that Lyngby has a very good game in the first half. Created a very good opportunities, at the first 45 minutes, but Copenhagen scored with counter-attacks. Pep Biel and also Claesson gave a very good performances. What's your opinion on the Lyngby game? Because there are not so many rotations in the first 11, and Yestorup, I think, sidelines one or two footballers and played with its optimum first 11. What do you think on the Lyngby game?
Yeah, to take that last point, I saw a lot of actually a lot of surprise in Denmark about the lineup, because many people expected the coach Yestorup to switch over a little more, to use more reserves, but yeah, he played almost the perfect 11 or the optimal 11. So not a lot of players were rested, but FC Copenhagen did what was expected of them. Lyngby is a promoted team, and they did well. They had a lot of chances, but the victory for FC Copenhagen were never really in doubt. So they could also, like not in as in the Trabzonspor match, but even more so in the Lyngby match, they could take their foot off the gas in the second half and still get a pretty clear win. So they rested a little more towards the end, as to watch Trabzonspor did, because of course they had a little more difficulty with Antalyaspor in this week's game. So FC Copenhagen, I think, are very, very pleased with how it all went. Also because they also had, of course, another day's rest in comparison to Trabzonspor, of course. FC Copenhagen played the day before. So all in all, and some of the most important players got a confidence boost with the goals, of course. As you said, Claesson was extremely good. Pep Biel was very good. So all in all, a very good weekend for FC Copenhagen, despite Lyngby put them to the test at some points in the match. Nobody expected them not to. So all in all, and also seeing how Trabzonspor had difficulties and had to use a lot of energy to get, or not even to get any points in the week. FC Copenhagen are very, very pleased with how their weekend went.
Thanks. And let's talk about the injuries. Both teams has lost its best players. I think one of the best players. Trabzonspor lost Hamšík before, and Visca, as you know, and also Bakasetas added to this list, and probably will miss the Copenhagen game. And also, as you know, there are huge miss for Copenhagen, like Daramy, Khocholava, and Boilesen. I think Khocholava will make it and will play against Trabzonspor. What is there any updates for these players on the Danish media?
Yes, actually, the coach Torup spoke to the media just about an hour ago, before we talked, and gave an update on all three players. And it was for FC Copenhagen positive news about Daramy and Khocholava, because Daramy has been in training, and he'll most definitely be available, but for some sort of role. He won't get, did Yestorup say, he won't get to play all 90 minutes, so I don't think he'll start, but he is fit to play some sort of role in the match. And the same goes for Khocholava, who were in training today, and who should be able to play too, and possibly from the start. With Nikolaj Boilesen, the situation is sort of like it was a week ago. He won't get. He's not training at full speed, and that possibly means that he won't be available for a role in this match. So Khocholava and Daramy is almost up to 100% again, and will possibly be in this match. I don't think Boilesen would.
Thank you. And Lastly, as you know, Trabzonspor got a huge defeat and shocked everybody in the media and the supporters. Got a 5-2 defeat, and Copenhagen win against Lyngby, and also has a little advantage from the first game. And as I said before, Bakasetas also ruled out for the game. What's your realistic expectations about the draw? I mean, who will make it to the group stage and get the big bucket of money?
First of all, I think that FC Copenhagen is the favorite at this point, but not by a lot. I was also surprised that Trabzonspor lost to Antalyaspor, but also because I think that Trabzonspor has been extremely solid in this season starting, played very well, has taken things up a notch compared to last season. But also, I think Trabzonspor fans should pay credit to Antalyaspor, who played a really good game, and I'm very excited about Nuri Sahin's prospects as a coach. So Antalyaspor is also an extremely good team, but still surprised that Trabzonspor didn't get more out of the game. And of course, it's got to be a big loss that Bakasetas were injured, and especially because Trabzonspor also didn't rest a lot of players and had, of course, a match or day less to prepare in. And of course, you rested Abdulkadir from the get-go, but because of the injury to Bakasetas, he had to go on, and he'll not arrive at the Copenhagen game with all that much rest. So all in all, a very bad day for Trabzonspor. Also a very unlucky day because of the injury, and as I said, the fact that Abdulkadir couldn't be rested, and all this added together, and FC Copenhagen's form, I think that FC Copenhagen would be the maybe clear favorite, but not that clear. I think before we spoke last week, I gave Trabzonspor the small advantage, of course, before the game in Copenhagen. I think I said sort of like 55% against 45% at FC Copenhagen. Now I'm at maybe 60-40% in FC Copenhagen's favor, but also FC Copenhagen are talking a lot about, and I'm not underestimating the kind of atmosphere they're going to face them in Trabzonspor. So nothing is settled at this point at all. It's going to be a very, very exciting match in Trabzon, and where it's all going to be decided. Yes.
Nicklas, thanks for your kind response to us, and thanks for joining. Also, we wish you a nice trip to Trabzon. But at last, we want to get to group stages. Let's hope the match will be very friendly. And thanks again. Arkadaşlar, izlediğiniz için çok teşekkür ediyoruz. Dediğim gibi Batı Yorum'a abone olarak bu kanalın büyümesine yardımcı olabilirsiniz. Videoyu beğenmeyi unutmayın. Video hakkındaki yorumlarınızı da aşağıya bekliyoruz. Sizce Kopenhag maçı kaç biter? Kendinize iyi bakın. Görüşmek üzere.